Welcome back to Rolling Country Outdoors, and thanks for coming back and visiting and watching. We're going to jump back on this today. I've got to get Rebecca's car out of the barn here so we get started. A little bit chilly morning. I think it was like 38 degrees this morning, but I'm going to warm up. Well, one report said 63 and the other one said 59, so I don't know. It's supposed to be pretty nice though. So I'm going to get her car out of here. We're going to hopefully finish working on getting that wood across the rest of the top. That's going to be kind of an accent piece. That is already stained wood that we're putting up there, so you can kind of see in that corner we've already started. So we're going to take that all the way across and get that front finished up, and then we just have these 3 bays to get nailed down, and we should be able to reach those with the lift okay. That should go pretty quick. Probably shouldn't have said that. Jinx myself, but that should go okay. And then we start on getting some wiring in here, get some exterior lights on, get some plugs in here, get the plug for the RV so we can have it hooked up all the time. So yeah, we got a lot to do, make some progress, and give me a minute, let's get started. Hang tight. All right, ready for measurement? All right, 54.
What?
54. So we are putting these finished boards up here on the front wall is what we're doing. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a board in behind here to attach these two because there's no bracing up there. So I'm putting a backboard in there and hopefully that'll secure it in enough. Ooh, look at that back piece up there. Probably should have done that first. Shouldn't have put that in there yet. Ah. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put that in there yet. Yeah, gummit. Maybe I could do this. Huh. Oh, there's a rail right there. Huh. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, well, that's interesting. That's not what I expected. Well, now where is the daggum board? That's interesting. I think it's over on the other side. Huh. Well, huh. How the heck did that happen? It's over here on this side and I can't get to it. So I guess that's lost forever. That was interesting. All right, well, let's measure this one. And my glasses, where are they at? Takes a minute to get everything rolling in the morning. A little slow, but we'll get there. I need another one at 22 and a half, please.
Here's this and your pencil.
Okay. You can make another one, whatever that last measurement was, plus an inch and a half.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
No.
I forget it. I go to the next one.
Like that'll work. Oh no, I gotta get that other piece up there. Okay, so I got this piece back there. I'm just gonna tie these together. Yeah. Okay. That ties all them together, holds it in place there. And then you can add an inch and a half to four more after that one, I guess.
After 57 and a half?
Yeah. Now I'll need another one at 22 and a half. All right, I remember to put this in there sooner this time. You can, did you get me one that's an inch and a half longer? Or no, I was gonna get you a new measurement, wasn't I?
No, because, yeah.
Give me one that's about 60 and a half. And then another one that is 61 and a half. And then another one that is
61.
22 and a quarter.
61 and a half.
And then 22 and a half. So you should have four. All right, here we go, rocking and rolling.
I'll need a measurement because I don't know where we're at.
Okay. Let's go ahead and make it 63. And then you can step up from there.
So 64 and a half.
Yeah. All right, we're rolling right along. Be right back with you. Just trying to get these lined up how she cut them, so I can just get them set up there. Okay, let's see the next one. So this next one's got this bolt in here that we bolted through that steel beam. So made a mark on there, and then I'm going to take this, see the mark I put on there. So I got a countersink that that's what's sticking through there. And so I got a countersink, that wood in there, so that'll fit flush up against the header there. So that's what I'm doing. I don't go all the way through, I just want that to countersink in there, so just go through about 3/4 of the way. Now I got that hole, should fit right over there, like it was made for it. Goes pretty quick once you kind of get a rhythm and going. It's nice that Ann's able to cut now. She feels comfortable with that saw. That helps tremendously. So now I'm going to go up there and put a board. I may put a board about halfway and then one up at the top. That'll just help secure that, since I don't have one of these support boards between here and the top. So I think I'll put probably 2 braces in there to screw it to. So yeah, let me work on that. You know what, I could attach a brace to this. Yeah, let me go cut something to put up here. Alright, found a pretty twisted board. It'll work fine for this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Give us something to attach those boards to. And then I can just continue on what I've been doing down there. Yeah, in fact I need to get one right now. And had to leave to go pick up Kirsten. So my cutter's not here. She's doing some volunteer hours at the local library for high school. She has to have so many hours volunteer work to graduate. So that's what she's working on. So let me go cut these 2 and I'll be back. All right, so I'm gonna put this board in behind here. Again, I'm really messed up and should have put it before I got too many up here. if I can get it turned. You think I would learn. There we go. Perfect. I really like the shade of that wood after we put that oil on there. I used motor oil and diesel. That looks really good. You know, it's not sticky either. It's not, you know, oily. It's dried in pretty good. So, and then we're gonna put this one on top up here to finish it off. I'm having to cut an angle on that to fit up where that rafter's sticking out. So that's what I'm doing now. That'll work. All right, this next one I got to measure out and cut, so I'll be right back with you. All right, this one we had some gnarly cuts on because of the rafters up there. Had a cut here, had a cut up here, so see if this fits. I think that'll work. That'll work. Oh, I knocked my piece off of there. That's not what I wanted to do.
Going on past W2?
Yeah. See if I can nail that on. No one will ever know, except you. So these little custom notches like this that take time, trying to get that to fit in there off of that rafter brace. Is that rain?
Yep.
What? Where'd that come from? It wasn't on my bingo card. It's just little stuff like that comes up. You know, when you're doing these projects, you just don't know. And you know, if I had hired somebody to do this, yeah, they would probably do it. But you know, I don't know. I guess it'd be part of the whatever they charge to do the building. But this is kind of above and beyond putting a building up. This is more finishing the inside of it, and I'm sure that will be considerably more. This is more of a want, not a need. But it's ours. We're going to like it. It's going to look good, and I know it'll be done right. Look at her cut with confidence. Where's your glasses, young lady? Foul. No flag.
Was that mailman?
Yep. Got your PPP on?
My what?
Personal protective gear.
I'll show you personal protective.
Very personal, very protective. All right, we're getting up here to the top. we'll have to have some. Okay, something I'm going to do different this time. We're almost halfway through here, but I got a pretty good straight line there, but I am going to have to go back and cut those. So what I did on this side was I put a ledger board up here where I can set these boards on top of, and then what I should have done is just put the board up there we're going to stain and left it there. Huh, think about that. So yeah, I got a board up there. They'll all be level. We're almost done. We're at the halfway point, so I may switch this out and put a regular board up there. Now that I think about it, that way it's there. Let me figure that out. We'll be back. Okay, we went ahead and put the board that is going to be in there, the trim piece, up. So now I'll just set the boards in there. We should have done that for this side, and then I wouldn't have to go back and cut them. But live and learn. Now we can continue on here. Okay, so now it should be much easier. We got those boards sitting on the trim board. Should be a whole lot easier. All right, we're on the downhill side now. Okay, we got here to the center, and I put the level on it, and we're actually a little bit off. And so we are one board on the right side of the wall. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this back off. We're gonna make this level, and then put it back up there. Then I'll put a wide trim piece up there to cover that gap where we're putting this correction in. So we'll take this board off, get it level, nail it in. We'll put a trim piece up there, and you'll never see it. So we're gonna correct this. It's a little bit off, not real bad, but it is a little bit off. Boop.
Ah! Really?
Oh, it fell.
I thought you were going to treat my wood?
That's that rough, rough lumber,
Really?
rough flooring, people pay extra for that. Now let's get this level. How does that look?
It's hard to tell because of the stud behind it's crooked.
Right.
Because my eyes want to go to it, but as long as your thing says it's level. If you give me a measurement from the top of the rafters down, I'll see if I can find a blackboard for you.
Okay, we're rolling right along here. We're well past halfway. And I'm going to put another board in behind here to support the ones that are coming down here. But looks good. That board at the bottom's working out good. I wish I'd have done that on the other side. So really like the color of it, the dark look. It's going to make it look good in here. And then we'll trim it out in the black, so that'll look really good. That's what it looks like from up here now. Can't see through the boards anymore. Kind of nice. We'll jump on this wall next, secure all those boards. But looking good. All right, we're going to roll along here, and I'll check back with you when we get closer to the end. All right, we are getting down to the end here. It's going pretty well. Pretty smooth, I guess. Yep, so it's coming along. We just about got it. Probably 6 more boards or so, but looks good. Okay, you want to get me one at 30, 35 and a half? 35 and a half. All right, last full piece going up. All right, let's see if we measured this right, cut it right. Last piece. Oh, on the top, and then we got to do the bottom. It's gonna be a tight fit. That'll work. That will work. All right, so all we have left is we got to do the bottom piece down there and then the trim piece over there, and we should be good to go. So looking good.